YouTube, what's going on? Anthony from Firearms TV here. So this guy over my shoulder here, Senator Kevin DeLeon from California, held a press conference maybe a week or so ago now, discussing the dangers of ghost guns, untraceable guns that are being created and are not traceable by serial number. And he goes on to mention how they keep track of records and things like that, and we all know how we feel about things like that. But he's being very criticized for this press conference, and specifically a very small part, which of course I'll include in the video. But I thought I'd give him his fair chance to speak. That sounds like something I would do, right? Let's take a look at it. Welcome to Firearms TV. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you highlights of this press conference. It was about 20 minutes long. I'm not going to bore you with the entire thing. It was pretty monotonous, but I will give you the highlights of some of the things that he decided to bring to the table as an elected official out in California, and maybe I might have something to say about it. It's not an impossibility. Take it away, Senator.
Made guns are made by dangerous individuals. To be legal under SB 808, the measure that I will be introducing tomorrow in the Senate Public Safety Committee, ghost guns will have to be registered with the Department of Justice through a serial number and a gun owner background check. In order to receive a serial number, the self-made or assembled firearm must include permanent, let me underscore, permanent metal parts that cannot be detached and that can be detected by metal detectors.
So let me get this straight. The bad guys and killers and murderers and drug dealers and drug cartels that you're trying to stop that have these ghost guns, you now want them to register them. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
With that, I want to show the process for creating a ghost gun, which is quite shockingly simple. If you can just focus on this piece of metal right now. This piece of metal is the engine.
The engine
of a gun. The guns that you see right up here, semi-automatic weapons as well as automatic weapons and sniper automatic weapons. The engine.
The engine.
The heart to those guns specifically is this piece of metal. This is called the lower receiver. This, again, is the engine.
The engine.
Once you make the holes necessary, it becomes this. This is the lower receiver, again, the engine. And then the engine becomes this. This is the difference between one block, which creates a ghost gun of metal, and the actual engine itself.
Okay, I'm not going to lie, I'm not even sure what he just said.
With the purchase of this lower receiver online through the internet, you can go on YouTube and you can create this illegal weapon. This is a ghost gun. This right here has ability with a .30 caliber clip.
A what?
To disperse with 30 bullets within half a second. 30 magazine clip.
A what?
In half a second. This was not manufactured with a legitimate gun manufacturer, either in the United States or in another country. This was actually made illegally in someone's garage.
So what you're telling me is that that gun right there, with its .30 caliber magazine, banana clip, whatever, can shoot 30 rounds in a half a second? 30 rounds? This is a second. Half a second. 30 rounds? Can I have one?
And this was also, my understanding, used in a crime in the state of California.
Well, it doesn't sound like you understand very much. But continue.
We have this weapon which is an automatic sniper weapon and a high-powered assault weapon, sniper version, used by our troops in Afghanistan, patterned after the AR-15, commonly used by U.S. military. This weapon is illegal. It's a ghost gun. It's been used in crimes and cannot be detected to the manufacturer or to the owner of this weapon.
Did he just say that criminals are using sniper rifles in California to commit crimes? What the hell? Welcome to Thunderdome? What's going on over there?
Again, let me highlight and underscore again with the jig, a simple piece of metal that can be purchased lawfully. You take the jig, go through a drill press, you create the necessary conditions. You purchase the barrel protector, the stock, and the other components necessary for the trigger and the trigger release.
A what?
Again, this is the engine that drives the semi-automatic and automatic weapon. Without it, it doesn't function. It doesn't work. And this can be purchased separate pieces and assembled quite easily in garages.
Well, good job there, Senator Lou Diamond Phillips. If the whole country didn't know how to do it, now they do.
Just last year, in June 2013, John Zawahiri killed 5 people in Santa Monica. Although he was originally denied from purchasing a gun by the Department of Justice, the DOJ was doing its work. Because of mental health issues, Zawahiri was able to purchase a lower receiver online, which he used to modify and craft the AR-15 style rifle that was used in the shooting.
So what you're telling me is you have a guy who's mentally unfit for society, and you let him just go out into society? Did you not think something bad might happen? Is the problem the gun, or is the problem the Looney Tune behind it? Perhaps that's where you should be directing your efforts.
Now, towards the right, you see a poster board of a plastic undetectable ghost gun, another version that with advancements of technology could be used in short range shootings, and this can be boarded on any airport, any plane in the country. It could go undetectable by TSA.
Does it shoot plastic ammunition with plastic gunpowder? Someone tried to sneak that on the plane. I'm pretty sure you would find it. I'm pretty sure bullets and casings, they're still made out of metal.
With that, I want to bring up Nick Wilcox.
Good morning. My name is Nick Wilcox. My wife and I are legislative advocates, volunteer legislative advocates for the California chapters of the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence. We represent our 25 chapters, and most of our chapter leaders are people who have experienced the tragedy of gun violence personally. We lost our daughter 13 years ago, actually 13 years and 3 days ago.
Did you just look at your watch to tell me how long ago your kid died? What's wrong with these people? You know what? After using that card, no, not even to give you your chance to speak. Lou Diamond Phillips, come on back.
Senator, the governor has turned down a couple of gun laws. I know that a lot of didn't pass this last session. Why do you think this one will be different and actually get through?
Well, I know that the governor has a more perhaps libertarian bent when it comes to firearms and weapons.
A more libertarian view, meaning your governor doesn't believe anything that you're saying right now.
I think this is about public safety, it's about community safety, and I believe that, I'm not trying to project, but I do believe that the governor will be very open. Again, going back to the original point, which was, given he has a much more libertarian sort of bent, if you will, when it comes to this issue as a whole, I think that when you have undetectable, high-powered assault weapons on the street that, violent criminals are using, that's been proven, that you have drug cartels, they're in the possession of drug cartels, that has already been proven.
if it's about public safety and community safety, go after the gangs and the drugs that are causing this problem. The guns are what they're using, and that's all well and good. If you want to take guns out of the bad guy's hand, get rid of the bad guy's hand. That's the problem. You know, instead of maybe spending all this money on, hey, come to California with all these celebrities and everything, spending all this money trying to get people to come to your city, come to your state, maybe you should spend it a little more internally, maybe bolster a police force or something. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like I believe that there's no cops out there that are out there doing their job, putting their life on the line every single day to make that place just a little bit better. You know, 1% win is a win. But at the end of the day, go after the bad guys. There's bad guys. There's a lot of bad guys. Go get them.
I go for a registration, basically, as opposed to trying some sort of ban on the weapons.
So that part was a little quiet. The question was, why don't we just have an outright ban on the weapon, an outright ban on the receiver? And I'm pretty sure he wasn't ready for that question because...
Well, that's a very good question. You know, what kind of comes first, the chicken or egg? Why not, you know, ban the receiver altogether, given the fact that this is the engine that drives the semi-automatic and automatic weapon. It's my understanding that's right now prohibited because of Congress. They failed to pass just this past December a complete ban on the receiver itself, given that they know the circumstances, that what's happening as we speak right now with the purchase of the receiver and the other parts, the stock, the other components that you need for the trigger release and the receiver, as well as the barrel. They know what's happening. They failed to act. Therefore, if they failed to act, we're going to do everything within our means in California to protect our community.
Okay, so after that, he basically went on to say his goodbyes and thanked everybody for coming to the press conference. So what have we learned from this? Are we better people for having heard this conversation? Are we more informed? Are we better educated? The answer is absolutely not. How can you get up in front of a body of people and spout things you have no idea about? Listen, I get it. You're not a gun guy. We here in the gun community, we know things. You know, we know about the things that we care about. If it's something we're passionate about, then it's something we care to learn about. And I get that. You know, I'm like that with a lot of things. But you are making yourself passionate about this. You're going out in front of people and you're saying, this is something that I truly believe in, and you should feel the exact same way. But you don't have any idea what you're talking about. You have zero concept of the tool that you're trying to manipulate here. On top of that, you're an elected official, elected by the people in your state, saying that the other senators in this country failed at their job, that they are failures in the fact that they did not pass a monster weapons ban, making your job just a little bit easier. Stop looking for the easy way out. Fix the problem. And the problem is not the gun. Maybe you have an issue with the 3D printing, and that's a whole new issue that you'll have to, that you'll have to work on with, technology advancing. Sorry to hear that. You're just going to have to work a little harder. But go after if you're concerned about guns in the cartel hands, guns in the drug hands, go after the cartels and the drugs. Which is crazy because you're going after the guns and not the guys behind it, but you're not going after drugs. You're not looking for, weed on the street. You're not looking for coke just chilling on the street. You're looking for the person that's dishing it out. You're looking for the person that's making it. So why aren't you doing that? That's what you should be doing. And finally, dude, respect the Second Amendment. It might save your life one day. I hope that this was at least somewhat informative. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as light as possible while still trying to stick to the basis of the principle. If you have any questions, comments, please, I love hearing from you guys. Lately, I've been getting a dozen emails a day. It's awesome. I love being able to answer you folks. It's a really good feeling, knowing that there's people out there feeling the same way I feel, which I've known all along, but now I'm able to reach out to you through the worldwide interwebs. So give a thumbs up. That always helps the video. Comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.